has happened. The great British public and some other folk, that are not so great, have spoken. Rebecca has dodged her last kiss from a den. I wonder what it's going to do to his rhyming skills now. There she is down there with her friends and family. But for now, I'm going over to Mr. Dowling, or Bryie.
Hi, Emmy.
What was that all about?
Do you know what? I was so flustered over Rebecca saying she fancied our den that I fluffed everything. I was like, I have no idea what I'm saying.
But she said it. How exciting.
She said it, I know. I think at the start, I was like, don't laugh. Tell us the truth. We want to know. And then she did saying, look, he knows the truth. It's between them and the public. But that's good. It's positive. She likes him, and hopefully when he comes out, she'll be here and it'll all be good.
So how was this evening for you?
Really good. Really good. I think it was a really good show. I think it was a really good eviction.
Yeah.
Two really good housemates. A lot of conflict. A lot of
battle.
Drama. A battle of the titans.
Yes.
Yes.
And how was the reaction from the crowd? Because I was travelling up as she was walking out.
There was a lot of boos. I'm going to say potentially a bit more than Tashi, and that was quite a lot. But I think she handled it quite well, and her view was, don't boo me, you don't know me, I was me. And if she walks away with that attitude, good on her.
Although we have watched her for 2 weeks, so we kind of feel like we know her a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go and enjoy the drink in your dressing room, which I know you have now. Rebecca, it's time to say goodbye to Bryie and everybody else. You are now the property of Bit on the Side. And that's how I got into this mess. It's not a mess. I love it. Hello, welcome to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. The main show's wife needs to understand that there's 3 of us in this relationship now, don't you know? Right, it's day 15. It's 11:34. We've already learnt that Rebecca has become the second housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother house. Nights, I love them. But what else have we noticed today? Well, the other day, the task team was saying something about the diary room chair being a little bit sticky. Not sure what that was about, though.
Oh, Jay, you're horny today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm randy as fuck. I'm just going to have a wank in the day room.
I mean, bit graphic. Now, these days on Big Brother, it doesn't guarantee you a successful career afterwards. But we can all dream, can't we, Alex?
Whereas I do definitely think I could clean as a career, right? Just be a plate cleaner.
I love her. I love her so much. False alarm for Maisie as she thinks a den is about to launch into another rap.
Oh my God!
And sometimes when the housemates talk, it just really, really gets on my nerves. Do you know what I mean?
Seriously, babe.
No, babe. Seriously,
No, babe.
Honestly,
babe.
Yeah.
No way, babe.
Seriously.
Oh my God, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, babe.
Shut up.
No way, babe.
Beautiful.
No.
Oh my God, babes! It's ladies' night on the panel tonight. There is so much estrogen flying around this studio. Jay wouldn't last 2 minutes with this lot. She's been here all week. She is the People's Mayoress of Essex. Yes, the Queen of Orange County. A vision in terracotta. It's Amy Childs. Our next guest has been in some of the most iconic comedies of the last 20 years. Ab Fab, The Young Ones, One Foot in the Grave, French and Saunders, and Heartbeat. The legend that is Helen Lederer. Last night we saw Alice Levine throw her off a 70-foot crane. That's the second time this week she came down to earth with a bump. Tashi's back. So Rebecca is out, but how have the housemates been coping since her departure?
Now you don't get to see it from the horse's mouth.
I'm really shocked.
Just how fake the girl is.
Kevin, please.
Yeah, but I don't know. You need to know. Sorry. And I have to be. She's dangerous.
I'm pretty shocked that she's been like that.
Why are you shocked? That's how she is. I just didn't say nothing to you.
Before you offend everyone in here. Literally.
But he wouldn't offend everyone in there.
Well, it's going to offend Ads, who is in love with her.
No, but you just said it before I offend everyone in here.
This poor guy's been crying his eyes
I
out.
know that, but I shouldn't offend him because by saying the truth.
You just did.
By saying the truth.
You just did.
He doesn't want to hear it. You know what? I didn't mean to offend you.
That's all I'm going to say.
You offended me earlier on when I was going to hug you. You were like,
I said to you,
later.
I want to talk to Rebecca.
But you had Jay. You had what's his name? But I love it.
You wanted to give me a cuddle. I literally just wanted to go to her.
At least give me some acknowledgement. Do you know what I mean?
It's kicking off. It's kicking off. So that is obviously the reaction to Rebecca's message that was played into the house. Everybody's not very happy. Amy, is it the result that you expected this evening?
I honestly thought Heaven was going to go.
Did you really?
Because I thought that Rebecca, I think that everyone likes, I love a love story, love it. And I really think people, viewers at home was going to have them two be together. And I think that's why they would have kept Rebecca in instead of Heaven.
But I don't think many people bought into that romance.
Yeah,
As viewers?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would have kept, definitely.
I
definitely would have kept Rebecca in.
You would have kept Rebecca in.
Oh, thanks, hon.
Helen, is there anything you think she could have done to help her cause?
Quite a few things, bless her.
You can reel off a list if you like.
Well, I think the main one, keep out of the fridge. Because by being in the fridge, she attracted a lot of controversy, and then going out of the fridge, she attracted more controversy, because everything kicks off in the fridge. So
in the storeroom?
Yeah, where all the food is. I'm so sorry, I've watched it. I know, I watched it, I have seen this programme.
I'm kind of going, the fridge is really small, but I know what you mean, the storeroom.
Sorry, when I said fridge, I meant storeroom.
No, I know. Yeah, that's kind of where, well, food is where the
food,
yes.
everything, because they're like animals, understandably, they're like animals now. And so the problem with going into the animal foraging situation and then going out and saying other people are foraging when perhaps one has foraged oneself.
Exactly.
It's not the best way to endear oneself to people who are against foraging, even though they forage.
I so love that Helen is on the show tonight. I'm so excited. Wise words from Helen Lederer. Tashi, you were in this situation last week. How do you think Rebecca is feeling right now? She's on her way down, by the way, to the show.
She must be feeling so emotional. The minute those doors open, you feel like the world's against you, but then you realise that, you know, there's 24 hours in a day and obviously only an hour can get shown on the show, and, you know, there's a lot to a person, but ultimately I think she'll be ready for the next week ahead. It's you know, it's a really exciting time, and I think she's just got to take it in her stride.
She probably isn't seeing that yet, though, because she's just come out to a hell of a lot of booze, and she's been quite upset, I think. So
maybe she doesn't realise that how people have seen the relationship with her and Aden, because obviously the public, and you know, watching that myself as well, it looks a certain way than how it actually is. So,
Amy, what did you make to her diary room entry for the housemates to see at the end of the show?
I thought she was very opinionated. It was her last. She said Anton was a snake.
Anton's face.
It was like that, wasn't it?
Was not happy, was it?
She said Maisie was lovely, but basically said that all the others sit on the fence. So basically,
how would you have felt?
Upset. Definitely. I take things like that quite, you know, seriously. But if that was my last message, I'd be like, you know, I'm going to miss everyone. Hope everyone's okay.
Why? She did go. Yeah, I did. She went quite in on them,
and I think that
she doesn't hold back, does she?
No, she said her opinions. I think.
I'm quite worried about interviewing her, if I'm honest.
She was hurting. She was hurting.
She was probably a bit jail, wasn't she?
Hurting.
A defence mechanism.
Her heart's open.
The rap party's going to be so much fun.
I'm not going.
Oh my God.
Angel is with us this evening. Angel? Angel, you're no stranger to a hostile Big Brother crowd.
Yes.
How do you think Rebecca coped?
I think she's coping very well. She's keep on smiling, and of course there's slight pain in her eyes that might last for the next 2-4 months. But as soon as this
2-4 months,
it's, you know, you keep it in your heart as well. But as soon as this pain is gone, as soon as the program is over, she'll be back to normal life and being back who she is, and we'll have happy life. People will still recognize her. Maybe they will not even remember her name. That girl from Big Brother, you know.
They'll all love her in 5 days. Helen, what do you think we'll see in the house now that Rebecca's gone? Do you think there'll be a big shift? Will there be a big change?
Well, a firework has, you rightly say, has been dropped. They've all been dissed. Not a good parting shot if you want to be friends later on at the wrap party. But what I suggest is that what will happen now is some therapy. So everyone is going to regroup for the lovely young man, Aden. Aden,
yeah.
I know, Aden, thank you. And what we
Everyone gets it wrong, Helen. We're still trying to figure out between us what's the right name, to
I'm happy to be corrected. I know nothing. But what's nice is to have the therapy group. There's a lot of hugging and love for him. Heaven is very, very cross. They're just going to regroup and have some more quarrels.
Do you think Heaven will be a part of that group, though?
Oh, I do think so.
Yeah. OK, good. That's what these guys think, but we, as always, want to hear from you, so head to the website and please take part in tonight's poll. Hey, nonny nonny, details on the nunny, as always. Coming up, our resident Maharishi of Matalan, Lauren Harries, will be here to offer her damning review on the housemates' clothing, and probably mine as well, because she always does it. And of course, Rebecca is going to be here, and I will be giving her a good roasting. Yes, in my condition. The Betamax to the main show's VHS, not quite as popular, but technically far superior. Now, the last time we saw her, she was teamed up with... Thanks for that little giggle over there. The last time we saw her, she was teamed up with Pete Burns, making the greatest TV double act since Bob Calgees and Spit the Dog. Tonight, she is flying solo as she tears apart the housemates' fashion sense. It's the Duchess of Dorothy Perkins, Lauren Harries. You look as fabulous as always, Lauren. Firstly, do you approve this evening?
No.
What? I'm wearing a black dress with black tights, black shoes, black knickers, black bra.
I know, but the cut.
What
the
about the cut?
It's not flattering enough. I got you clothes to wear, and you didn't wear them.
They look like bridesmaids' dresses, Lauren.
Well,
I'm not hiding the bump. I'm not hiding the bump. Right, Lauren, you've been busy designing, haven't you?
I have.
Okay. This is your outfit. This is your little drawing of it.
That's my little drawing of it.
And you love Amy Childs, don't you? So you've drawn...
Well, yes. When I went to her house,
her.
she's got lovely parents. She's a really nice, sweet girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want you to... Well, I did say something about her. I said that she shouldn't always wear bathing costumes, so I thought I should make it up to her.
Okay, so you've made her an outfit that's not a bathing costume.
No.
Okay, well, that's your design.
That's my design.
Should we see the real thing in the flesh? Yeah. Come on down, Amy. So, you made this with your own fair hands?
Yes.
Okay, talk us through your idea behind it.
Well, the idea is the sweetness of it.
Okay.
And obviously Amy should be wearing black tights, but, you know, they are.
I've had a spray tan, though. I can't damage my spray tan.
No. You do look lovely, Amy. You really do. And the whole outfit was the sweetness of it, the fact that you can show a bit of bust, the fact that you can look sexy.
You can show a little bit of bust, but it's still covered.
Yeah, but
with it's sheer fabric.
Yeah, and it's the man's imagination. They'll look at it and they'll think that's sexy, and too many people show too much.
It's very different to what I would usually wear, but it's, you know, it's good for me to try different things.
Well, you see, the thing is, you've got a lovely figure.
Could we see...
you said you liked it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's very different. Yeah, it's lovely.
Could we see a design partnership happening here, possibly?
Maybe.
Could do,
couldn't we? Amy, thank you so much.
Thank you, honey.
Now, Lauren, last time you were here, you were critiquing... Do you want to take your jacket off? Are you a bit hot?
Well, I've got a microphone.
Oh, OK.
Yeah, and
we'll leave it there, then.
Yeah.
We'll just carry on.
Yeah.
You were critiquing the housemates' outfits when they were going into the house.
Yes.
So how do you think they've been doing day-to-day on their fashion?
Terrible.
Why?
They might as well have been at home, you know.
Well, they are at home, Lauren.
Yes, but if I was in the house, I'd have 3 outfits a day on.
Yeah, but you only have one suitcase, so you can only take so much stuff.
Deadwood didn't. They didn't.
Yeah, but that was celebrity.
No, but...
This is civilian.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody in the house are trying to have a career in show business, so they should be trying to look as good as they can all the time. And it's not just that, it's the fact that they will feel better. If you look good, you feel good.
Right, OK.
Instead of just looking as if you're in a mental hospital,
Who's
which can't happen.
Who's the worst offender, Lauren?
Rebecca.
Really?
See the jumper?
What's wrong with the jumper?
Well, I like crochet wool, but it's frumpy, and she looks
So maybe not
terrible.
the best cut?
No, it's just that... What's that thing there, for example?
Well, I think that's hiding her nipples, probably.
Well, no,
by
that's
the
not
looks
a
of
proper
it.
bra. It looks like a boob tube.
Well, I think it is a boob tube,
Well,
Lauren.
then you just don't do that. It doesn't look good.
OK, and what did you think of this outfit? This is black, so I would assume that's a good thing.
It looks dominatrix.
And you don't like dominatrix?
Well, it's very, very gothic. Very, I mean, no, I don't like that.
I like a goth, I do.
Yeah, I like gothic.
I like
Yeah,
goth.
but I don't like that goth. It just looks slut.
OK. What did you think of her eviction outfit, very quickly?
I quite liked it. I think
It's a lovely
if she
dress.
wore black tights, she had black tights with it.
She's mad
It would
for
look a lot
black
better.
tights, this woman.
Yeah. You could see there. She's got a curvy figure, which is good. But you see, there's a gap in the legs. She could have flattered her legs like my legs, and she could have made herself look sexier with tights.
OK, now I have a little pet hate in the house, Lauren, and it's that the girls wake up and the first thing they do is put their sunglasses on. I find it really annoying. What do you think?
If I was in the house, I'd do exactly the same.
Would you?
Darling.
But I think if you're in the house,
No, you put
we
glass...
want to see the
Listen,
real thing.
I wouldn't want to be seen without eye makeup on. I don't think any woman would, you know. I wear some blazers.
I'd do it.
I wear sunglasses in Tesco's, so, you know.
Oh, Lauren. See, that's what I think you're doing wrong. Right, let's get on to Alex, because you're not a fan of her fashion sense, are you?
Oh, Jesus. Did you see the crumb?
She's such a great housemate.
Yeah, but you see, the problem is with Alex is that she really, really, really tries, but it doesn't work. No, it doesn't. I mean, look, half her head is her own hair, and then the rest is extensions.
Yeah.
And when she was with Pamela Anderson, she can't even walk. She needs to go in high heels. She can't walk in high heels. She needs to go to lady school, where she will do posture lessons.
What did you think of this outfit? This is when she had her tan.
Well, I think everybody will think that she was like a reject, holiday reject.
What did you think of her spray tan? Are you a
I thought it was
spray
the
tan
funniest
woman?
thing I've ever seen.
It was great, wasn't it?
But I prefer to look pale and you know, and I don't think. We all know she looks absolutely hideous.
Who has the best individual style out of the housemates, would you say?
Individual style. Oh, definitely has to be Heaven.
Heaven? Oh, there's somebody else shouting that over there.
Well, I like Heaven. I do like Heaven.
Yeah?
I think she's a spiritual person. I am spiritual, yeah.
What is it that you like about it so much? She can kind of just put anything on, can't she, and look quite fabulous.
Yes, yeah, she's tall and elegant, and yeah, she wears. It's very bohemian. It's very, it's very quite. You know, she's very Marlene Dietrich.
Okay, and do you have like 3 golden rules for housemates?
My 3 golden rules is basically wash.
Yeah.
Because don't just put deodorant on.
Yeah.
You know, and if you look good, you feel good, and that's what will help them in the house because they need to feel good. And by looking in the mirror and looking like crap, we all know it doesn't make you feel good, does it?
Okay, Lauren Harries, everybody. So, brace yourselves. The time has come to meet your second evictee. Now, normally, this is the bit where we like to show the evictees' worst bits, but we've had enough of that. So here are Rebecca's better bits.
It's Rebecca.
Rebecca.
You are trouble.
I'm upset that my best friend's up for nomination because I love it a bit.
Stop kissing my face. Stop kissing my face.
I'm trying to lead him on here and you're not helping.
I think you've got like a little bit of an obsession with poo.
just really not coping.
Why aren't I allowed to lay on your bed? Why?
I just don't want any negative vibrations.
Are you fucking crackers?
You need to start relaxing and enjoying yourself, okay?
I want to go home to my true friends, to real people who care about me.
She is lovely. She's very hot-headed though, and she speaks her mind.
It's been a massive struggle for me in this house.
You ever weed on anybody?
Sorry, I've come.
Dave, I don't think I've got size 8
Can
boobs.
you run to my drawer down there and find me a clean pair of horny devil boxer shorts, please?
I'd have a fake romance.
Look at me, I'm right slag, aren't I?
Now I know they don't like me, that's fine. Fuck 'em.
After 15 days in the Big Brother house, ladies and gentlemen, it's evictee number 2, Rebecca Theobald Vaughan. Bang! Come and have a seat. How are you doing right now? Are you okay?
I'm okay, thank you.
Settling down a little bit?
Yeah, I was very emotional before, but I'm okay now.
You were. You. I think you're going to cry again.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay strong.
Are you worried?
Is that for me?
Yes, they are. They're there for you, so you feel free to help yourself.
Thank you.
Now, you kind of cried coming out of the house, but you cried going into the house as well.
Yes.
You kind of walked down the steps and bawled.
I cried so much, I got conjunctivitis in the first week.
Oh, so brilliant. You seemed really vulnerable as well when you went into the house, and then you seemed to harden quite quickly.
Yes.
So what changed for you in such a short space of time?
When I went in there, I was open to everybody and thought that I was making friends.
Yeah.
And as you start to see people for what they are, you either take it laying down and cry, which is what happened, because I'm just a real person, and when people do things bad to you, you cry, or you fight. And the majority of my life I've been a fighter, so that just kicked right in and went to the extreme.
Yeah, you did fight quite a little bit. If you were nominating again this week, who would you have nominated?
The same.
Heaven and Jay?
Heaven and Jay.
Why Jay?
I don't think I'm allowed to tell the story. I don't think it's been aired. Did they tell you about him fisting?
I don't think we need to. No, but we're all intrigued, to be fair. However,
I didn't think they
this
did.
is the time or the place.
That's why.
However, when you did nominate him last week, you mentioned that it was because of what had happened with...
Well, no, I tried to say that as my reason, and they said you can't say that.
Oh, right, OK, so that's your biscuit. It ended up being the biscuit reason.
Yeah.
Right, OK, shall we carry on? Let's carry on. You had a little bit of an outburst last week after Tashi was evicted from the house.
Yes.
And it was directed at Harry.
Yes.
Do you feel like that was a turning point when some of the housemates maybe soured towards you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because they thought I was quite an innocent, smiley little girl who didn't really have an opinion, who was going to make everybody's tea and wash up and not say anything.
I think we knew by last Friday that you weren't like that, to be fair.
But I'd still kept a few people on side, so I think after that, that was when it all went wrong.
Yeah. Is it nice to see Tashi again?
Amazing. I'm so proud of her. She did not deserve to go in the first week.
She didn't?
No, she really didn't.
Now, the leader of the wolf pack, Jay, said to several housemates yesterday that he thought you were a porcupire.
Yes.
Were you a porcupire in the house?
I was protecting Aden because he told me. And if I would have said it was me that told Jay, I would have had to say where that come from. I didn't want to get Aden in trouble. I knew people dislike me, but nobody dislikes him.
So Aden was in the store cupboard with... It's all very confusing, isn't it?
Basically, we all shared a biscuit.
We saw the biscuit.
And then...
We saw you all have a good old nibble and a giggle and, oh, aren't we being so naughty? And then we saw you run to
No, it wasn't that.
Jay.
That was like an hour later. An hour later, I was out and Aden said, she's eaten all the food. I'm going to pretend I'm cleaning up. So he was in the storeroom pretending to clean up. And then he said to me again, she's still eating. So I ran in and went, oh, Jay, she's eating.
OK. We've kind of covered that. So let's talk about Aden, seeing as he is the subject matter at the moment. Look at that face. He's so street. Do you think you led him on?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. Well, you'll see when he comes out, won't you?
I want you to look at this clip, and then I might ask you again.
Okay.
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 Now, do you think you led him on?
No, he deserved that. He made me a cup of tea.
Is that what you do for people? There's about 50 men over there that'll make you 50 cups of tea right now if you want.
I was just messing about with him.
I know, but do you not think, knowing how he felt about you, I think it was pretty obvious that he is head over heels.
Yeah.
And
but that's not saying I'm not for him.
Well, no, it's not. But and we're all like, really? Intriguing. I think we felt that you weren't because there were certain times when it looked like maybe you were trying to let him down lightly when you wouldn't tell him you loved him when he said it across the room the other night. You were dodging his kisses.
I told him I loved him a million times.
We did see you tell him. We did see you tell him that you loved him, but it was always when it was you and him, and you never seemed to say it vocally in front of anybody else, even though you were saying it in front of the nation.
I kept saying to him, if he was to stick with me, he's not going to make it any further down the line. I knew I was never going to win. He's got a really good chance of winning. And all I wanted him to do was not be with me constantly and to go off with other people. And I wanted him to experience it for what it was because I knew I was going to leave quite early.
So that he wouldn't be on his own when this happens.
Yeah.
You know the whole foot massaging thing that went on with Aaron? I was a bit angry about that, Rebecca, I've got to say. You did seem to be trying to make him jealous.
I was so annoyed with him. I would never have done that task. He agreed to not speak to me, not come near me, nothing. And I knew it was my last week. And I wouldn't have done it. And he knew I was annoyed. I told him I was annoyed with him because I wouldn't have done it.
But it's part of the task.
It doesn't matter.
So
I wouldn't have done it. Because to me, every day that we had was so precious because I knew I had like 3 days left. So the fact that he'd done it for the luxury budget when he doesn't even eat. It wasn't for him. I knew it was to
He was
please
really
Jay.
quite hurt by that. I don't know if you know, but we kind of saw the footage and he was in the garden going, I ain't bothered, it's not like she's my girl, but you could clearly tell he was quite devastated. And then he mentioned that, that he could turn it around in 2 days and get Maisie if he wanted to. How does that make you feel?
I didn't know he said that. I honestly didn't know he said that. But then I was right to be guarded if he did say that, wasn't I?
Well, no, I think he said that because that was his defence mechanism because he saw you flirting with another guy. So...
It's only to make him jealous.
Sorry?
It's only to make him jealous.
Well, yeah, but maybe he's saying that to make you jealous.
Okay.
And it's not very fair, is it?
But that's what happened.
It's not very fair, Rebecca. It's not very fair. Last night
he gave Maisie a piggyback.
A piggyback? There's nothing. We had Aden's mum in here last night.
Does she hate me?
11. No. She wants to invite you around for dinner.
That's lovely.
Will you go?
Yeah, I asked him. I said, can me and your mum go shopping? And he said, get her number and go shopping. I would love to go for dinner with
So
his
if we
mum.
make that happen, maybe this week...
That would be amazing.
We'll send a camera crew down with you.
That would be brilliant.
Consider it done. Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Join me after the break when this lot, God help you, are going to be putting their questions to Rebecca. I hope you've got a tin hat somewhere handy because
I've had it for 2 weeks.
You might need it.
It's all right.
Rebecca. shelter to those made homeless by Dowling Enterprises. So I've had Rebecca all to myself. Not very fair, really. So now it's your turn and the panel's turn to ask Rebecca a question. So, Amy, do you have a question for Rebecca?
So you and Arden, I love the love story. Are you actually going to go on a date with him?
Yes.
Yay! I'm so happy. He's so lovely.
Helen, do you have a question for Rebecca?
Well, I'm hoping I'll be able to sneak in with the shopping trip. But actually, what I really wanted, being a hostess, have you got any tips for filling silences, trying to be interested when people have been quite dull? Not that they have been, but, you know, your hostess tips.
Yeah. A rub of the leg. A little...
Rub of the leg.
You're intriguing. Tell me some more about you.
Oh, I opened up just then. Did you see?
Rebecca, did you use that in the house on anybody?
No, I don't think. Maybe a little rub of the leg.
Yeah.
Put it on me a bit.
I like the little head tilt and the eyes up.
Yeah. Crying eyes.
Tashi, do you have a question for Rebecca?
I don't have any questions. I just want to say well done for handling that so well, and you've got the best week ahead of you, and you just got to take it in your stride, and you were so brave, and good luck. And, you know, the house is the inside, this is the outside. You're now on the outside. Take it on your stride. I'm not going to give one of my naff quotes, but apart from that, just be strong, and you've done so well, babe, and I missed you.
Lauren, do you have a question for Rebecca?
I do have a question. What was your main regret in the house?
That they put heaven in.
No, I like heaven, you see. I think you were a bit cruel on heaven.
Do you have a personal regret, Rebecca? Rather than just that of the producers?
No regrets.
No? Okay.
At all.
Sebastian, over here, right?
Firstly, I never thought you should have gone tonight at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why did you apply for Big Brother? And all in all, was it worth it?
Yes, it was worth it because I wanted to find out how come I didn't have many female friends, and I've worked that out. One. My best mate.
And Ellie.
Hi, Rebecca.
Ellie.
Well done.
Thank you.
How will you use the Big Brother experience to benefit your free dance classes with the children?
Hopefully we'll get a premises, because we lost our premises a few months ago and nobody really cares anymore.
Get some funding.
Yeah, fingers crossed they'll all come on board.
Oh,
if anyone's got a free building, Rebecca's looking for one. Right, so that's what our audience and panel have to ask. But what do you guys want to know from Rebecca? I'm going to make my way over to the sweaty box. Go and find Joe. Joe, what's been happening since we've been on air?
It's all kicked off.
What?
It's madly kicked off.
How is it kicked off?
Well, basically, Jay has confronted Aaron to see if it's true that he kissed Rebecca on the second night.
What?
Check it out.
What?
I think I can ask you that question now.
Oh, go on then.
Did you fucking try and kiss her in the toilet?
No.
And there you go, and that's what the rumour is going around. And that's
who?
Fucking Rebecca. She told me that, and fucking it got back that in as well. That's why me and
Aaron, you slime devil!
Oh, he pulled her in the toilet on the slide, tried to smack the lips on.
You can't stop it there, Joe.
I'm stopping it. Come to the website to
Hold
find
on a
out
second.
more.
I want to ask you the poll results, but...
Damn the poll.
No,
Damn the
Rebecca's
poll.
here. Did you kiss Aaron on the second
No,
night?
he on the first night, he said he tried to kiss me, but he never told me this until a week after. But I didn't know that's what he wanted to do.
He said he tried to kiss you?
Yeah.
You mean when you're in the toilet and you said about the peeing on someone?
Yeah, he said that he was going to kiss me that night, and then a couple...
Oh, he planned to try and kiss you?
And then a couple of nights later, he tried to get me to fit into the cupboard, because he said that the cameras couldn't see. And that's when he wanted to kiss me, and I wouldn't get in the cupboard, and I said, you get in the cupboard, and he tried to get in the cupboard, and I walked out and I said, I'm not going to be your bait, because he was up for eviction, and I just walked out.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll try and dig a little deeper into this whole situation tomorrow. Now, before we go, I believe Amy Childs is having a heart-to-heart with Chrissy.
Yeah. Do you know what, Chrissy? I've heard you've got a new girlfriend. I'm so gel. But do you know what? I'm with Lauren, and because I'm so distraught about everything. Yeah. I'm so distraught, it's a joke. She's a professional.
I know.
Counsellor.
Listen.
Whatever.
You've just got to get. You've just got to get over it, love. Listen. At the end of the day, you've just got to get. I've moved on now, sweetheart.
You're a joke. It's a joke.
Alex is my bird now.
Oh, whatever.
All right. And if you
done.
ever touch her and you ever get on her nerves, I'll tell you what. I'll have a go over you. I'll tell you what.